The Frog Who Wanted to Sing. In a small, sparkling pond at the edge of a lush forest, there lived a little frog named Freddie. Freddie loved music more than anything in the world. Every evening, the forest choir, a group of birds, crickets, and other animals, would sing the most beautiful melodies, filling the forest with their harmonious songs. Freddie would sit on his favorite lily pad, listening and swaying to their tunes. Oh, how I wish I could sing like them, Freddie sighed. He'd often try to join in, but whenever he opened his mouth, all that came out was a loud, croaky ribbit. The other animals would giggle. Freddie, you're great at jumping, but singing? Maybe not, said Carla the cardinal, trying to be kind. But Freddie wasn't ready to give up. I'll practice, he said determinedly. I'll learn to sing no matter what. Freddie started practicing day and night. He tried mimicking the chirps of the crickets, the whistles of the sparrows, and even the deep hum of the owls. But no matter what he did, his voice always sounded the same. Ribbit, ribbit. One day, he went to Wise Old Owl, the leader of the forest choir, for advice. Owl, Freddie said, I want to sing with the choir, but my voice is too croaky. What should I do? The owl tilted her head and smiled. Freddie, the key to singing isn't to sound like someone else. It's to find your own voice. Your croak is part of who you are. Maybe it's more special than you think. Freddie wasn't sure he understood, but he nodded. I'll try, he said, hopping back to the pond. That evening, the forest choir was practicing for the Spring Song Festival. All the animals were excited. It was the biggest event of the year. Freddie watched from his lily pad, longing to be part of the performance. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the forest, rustling leaves and blowing the sheet music everywhere. The birds chirped in panic. The crickets stopped chirping, and the whole choir fell silent. What do we do? Carla the cardinal squawked. We can't perform without our music. Freddie hopped closer. I can help, he said. I'll call out a rhythm for everyone to follow. You? Carla said doubtful. How can your croak help? But Wise Old Owl flapped her wings. Let's give him a chance, she said. Every sound has a place in the forest. Freddie took a deep breath. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. His steady croaks echoed through the forest. Slowly, the crickets began to chirp in time with his rhythm. Then the sparrows joined in with their trills, followed by the owl's low hums and the cardinal's sweet whistles. Soon the forest was alive with music again, all perfectly in sync with Freddie's croaky beat. The animals cheered when the song ended. Freddie, that was amazing, Carla said, beaming. Your croak brought us all together. Freddie blushed. I guess my voice isn't so bad after all, he said with a smile. When the big day arrived, Freddie stood proudly in the center of the choir. His steady croak kept the rhythm while the other animals sang in harmony. The forest rang with music, and all the animals agreed it was the best performance they'd ever had. From that day on, Freddie wasn't just the frog who loved music. He was a key part of the forest choir, and he learned an important lesson. Every voice, no matter how different, has something special to offer.